Beloved, on Friday, November 17, 2017, I had a dream. I was like in a multi-level school. There I saw many teachers teaching students of different classes. These students that I saw there were adults now, so I went into one of these classrooms and sat down to listen to what they were teaching. And at that moment, I saw that the teacher was writing something on the blackboard. Then I looked at it and saw a sentence that said, "All of you are God." Then they all said amen. Then I got scared and stood up and went to another room, and there I sat and listened when the teacher said to the students, "All religions united will make a better world." Then everyone began to laugh, began to celebrate this saying that this teacher had said, and nodded with their head that yes, they liked that statement and that they believe it to be true. So I left that room and went to another. When I went to the other room, I didn't want to sit down, but there was also a teacher there. He was talking about how happy life is and how pleasant it is to accept us all as we are. So there was like a curtain there in the front, in the room, and he got behind the curtain, and when he came out dressed in women's clothes. Then he would walk among everyone, and they would all laugh and whistle at him, and it was like a pleasant moment for them. Then I ran out of that place, and I was about to leave the school campus when my companion appeared and said, "Come and see." So I was taken to another school classroom, and there I saw more students. But this time, it was a woman who was teaching. This woman was putting a movie, this teacher, on a giant screen, and everyone started to see what was in that movie. Then at that moment, a concert began to be seen. It was a Christian concert because the words of the music, that is, what was being seen there, were Christian words. But the music, it was secular music, but they all did not care. They were happy. They were singing it together with those singers who were there, and they raised their hands to the sky. They cried with emotion. Then I saw that behind the group that sang in that projection that was there passing that movie, there was a great being. Only its shadow was seen, and this being sang along with them. Then could also be seen that he was like happy, and he walked among them while everyone was singing. He even came out of the screen and began to walk among those who were there in that school classroom. Then my companion said, "Enough, their sentence is cast." So we left the campus, and my companion told me, "Keep walking and get out of these buildings and watch." Then I stood outside the school gate and saw all those students running in all directions, and each one had a ferocious dog's head floating next to them. I only saw the head of the ferocious dog floating like this next to them. Then some floating heads of this wanted to hurt me, but my companion prevented it, and they went out to attack many. Then they entered into the people who accepted these theories, and they were like crazy, and their judgment was numb. So I started yelling at them. I got desperate and started yelling at them. "Listen, that is an abomination before God. Stay away from such practices. Do not listen to these people, that what they say is not correct. God does not approve of this, because the enemy speaks from behind of them and wants you to be destroyed." But no matter how much I told them this, they ignored me. My plea was in vain. No one seemed to hear me. They were comfortable and happy accepting that state of things. But at the same time, I saw them tormented because those dogs' heads, as they were showing themselves at this moment, which were evil spirits, but they were shown to me in this way. They were persecuting them and tormenting them. Then my companion told me, "Let's go, it's time." So I left that place crying there. I did not know what to do. I saw so many people there, well-known people, people that I did not want to be in this type of situation. also people that I did not know, and they were all being trapped by these teachings coming from hell. So they kind of ran all happy to their destruction and didn't realize it. So while we were moving away from that place, I, with such great sadness in my heart, my companion told me Amos chapter 3 and chapter 4, and there, beloved, I woke up.